How's the sick kid? I got a special present for you.
What is it? A book?
That's right. When I was your age, television was called books, and this is a special book. My father used to read it to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father, and today, I'm going to read it to you.
Does it have any sports in it?
Are you kidding? Fencing, fighting, torture, giants, monsters, chases, escapes, true love, miracles.
It doesn't sound too bad. I'll try and stay awake.
Okay, well thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Your vote of confidence is overwhelming. Okay, alright. The Princess Bride by S. Morgenstein. Chapter 1. Buttercup was raised in the suburbs of Altaloma. Her favorite pastimes were riding in her car and tormenting the farm boy that lived next door. His name was Wesley, but she never called him that. Isn't that a wonderful beginning?
Yeah, it's real good.
Nothing gave Buttercup as much pleasure as ordering Wesley around.
Farm boy, I want you to wax my car. I want to see my face shining in it by morning.
As you wish.
As you wish was all he ever said to her.
Farm boy, fill these with water. Please?
As you wish.
That day, she was amazed to discover that when he was saying, "As you wish," what he meant was, "I love you." And even more amazing was the day she realized she truly loved him back.
Farm boy, fetch me that cup.
As you wish.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. Are you trying to trick me? Where's the sports? Is this a kissing book?
Wait. Go.
When does it get good?
Keep your shirt on. Let me read. Wesley had no money for dating, so he packed his few belongings and left the farm family to seek a job across the city.
I'm afraid I'll never see you again.
Of course you will.
But what if something happens to you?
Hear this now. I will always come for you.
But how can you be sure?
This is true love. Do you think this happens every day?
Wesley didn't reach his destination. He was attacked by the dreaded gang who call themselves the Pirates, led by a gang member named Roberts, who never leaves anyone alive. When Buttercup got the news that Wesley was murdered,
Murdered by a pirate gang, he's good.
she went into her room and shut the door, and for days she did not sleep.
I will never love again.
Five months later, the students of Altaloma High were watching their video announcements as never before, waiting to hear the announcement of homecoming Prince Humperdinck's selection for his homecoming princess.
Good morning, Braves. I am your homecoming prince. Since you nominated me, and since you guys have no say whatsoever in who the princess is going to be, I would like to introduce you to my pick for homecoming princess, Princess Buttercup.
Buttercup's emptiness consumed her. Although the tradition of the school gave Humperdinck the right to choose his princess, she did not love him. The only joy she found was in her daily walk.
A word, milady? We are but poor lost circus performers. Is there a gas station nearby?
There's nothing nearby. Nothing for miles.
And there will be no one to hear you scream. This is a Letterman jacket from Etowanda.
Who's at Tawanda?
The high school across the city, a sworn enemy of Altaloma. Once they find the jacket, they will make the prince suspect Etowanda High School have kidnapped her for the homecoming game. When he finds her humiliatingly tied to the flagpole at Etowanda, his suspicions will be confirmed.
You never said anything about humiliating anyone.
I hired you to help me start a rivalry. It's a prestigious line of work with a long and glorious tradition.
I just don't think it's right, humiliating an innocent girl.
Am I going mad? Or did the word think escape your lips? You were not hired for your brains, you hippopotamic landmass.
I agree with Fezzik.
What happens to her is not surely your concern. I will humiliate her, and don't forget this. Never forget this. When I found you, you were so slobbering drunk, you couldn't buy brandy. And you friendless, brainless, hopeless, helpless. Do you want me to send you back to where you came from? Unemployed? In Greenland?
Fassini, he can fuss.
Fuss. I think he likes to scream at us.
Probably he means no harm.
He's very, very short on charm.
You have a great gift for rhyme.
Yes, some of the time.
Enough of that.
Frederick, are there rocks ahead?
If there are, we'll all be dead.
No more rhyming now. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
Ugh! Why are you doing that?
Making sure no one is following us.
That would be inconceivable.
Are you sure no one is following us?
As I told you, it would be absolutely, totally, in all other ways inconceivable. No one in Etiwanda knows what we've done, and no one in Altaloma could have gotten here so fast.
Suddenly, I looked behind us and something was there.
What? Whoever he is, he's too late. See? Red Hill Park.
They reached Red Hill Park and left Inigo to take care of their pursuer.
Wait. Until you're ready.
Hey.
I don't mean to pry, but you wouldn't by chance have 6 fingers on your right hand.
So do you always begin conversations that way?
My father was slaughtered by a 6-fingered man. He was a great knife maker, my father. When the 6-fingered man appeared and requested a special knife, my father took the job. He slaved a year before he was done.
I never seen its equal.
The 6-fingered man returned and demanded it, but only for 1/10 the promised price. My father refused. Without a word, the 6-fingered man slashed him through the heart. I love my father, so naturally I challenged this man to a duel. I failed. The 6-fingered man leave me alive, but he gave me this and this.
How old were you?
I was 11 years old. When I was strong enough, I dedicated my life to the study of knife fighting. So next time we meet, I will not fail. I will go up to the 6-fingered man and say, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
You've done nothing but study knife fighting?
More pursued than studied lately. You see, I can't find him. It's been 9 years and I'm starting to lose confidence. I just work for Fassini to pay the bills. It's not a lot of money in revenge.
Well, I certainly hope you find him someday.
Already then?
Whether I am or not, you have been more than fair.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to kill you.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to die.
Begin. You are wonderful.
Thank you. I've worked hard to become so.
I admit it. You are better than I am.
Then why are you smiling?
Because I know something you don't know.
And what is that?
I am not left-handed.
You're amazing.
I have to be after 9 years.
There's something I have to tell you.
Tell me.
I am not left-handed either.
Who are you?
No one of consequence.
I must know.
Get used to disappointment.
Okay. Kill me quickly.
I will as soon destroy a stained glass window as an artist like yourself. However, I cannot have you following me either. Please understand, I hold you in the highest respect.
Inconceivable! Give her to me. Catch up with us quickly.
What do I do?
Finish him. Finish him your way.
Which way is my way?
Pick up one of those rocks and hide behind one of the trees. The man in the black mask will come running around the bend any minute now. The second you see his head, hit it with the rock.
My way is not very sportsmanlike. I did that on purpose. I didn't have to miss.
I believe you. So what happens now?
We face each other like God intended. Sportsmanlike.
You mean you put down your rock and I put down my knife and we try and kill each other like civilized people?
I could kill you now.
Frankly, I think the odds are slightly at your favor in hand fighting.
It's not my fault being the biggest and strongest. I don't even exercise.
Look, are you just fiddling around with me or what?
I want you to feel like you're doing well. I hate it when people die embarrassed. Yeah, quick.
Good thing, too.
Why are you wearing a mask? Were you burned by acid or something like that?
Oh no, I just think they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
I just feared you would give me too much trouble.
Why is that, do you think?
I've been specializing in troops, fighting gangs for local charities, that kind of thing.
Why should that make such a difference?
You see, you use different moves when you're fighting half a dozen people. Then when you only fighting one.
I do not envy the headache you will have when you awake, but in the meantime, rest well and dream of large women.
There was a mighty duel. It ranged all over. They were both masters.
Who won? How did it end?
The loser went off alone. The winner followed those tracks to Etowanda.
Should we track them both?
The loser is nothing. Only the princess matters. This was clearly planned by students in Etowanda. We must be ready for whatever's ahead.
So, it is down to you and it's down to me. If you wish her dead, by all means, keep moving forward.
Let me explain.
There's nothing to explain. You're trying to kidnap what I've rightfully stolen.
Perhaps an arrangement could be reached.
There will be no arrangement. You're killing her.
But if there can be no arrangement, then we are at an impasse.
I'm afraid so. I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brains.
You're that smart.
Let me put it this way. Have you heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes?
Morons.
Really? In that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits.
For the princess? To the death? I accept.
Good. Then pour the water. Inhale this, but do not touch.
I smell nothing.
What you do not smell is iocane powder. It is odorless, tasteless, and dissolves in liquid, and is among the more deadly poisons known to man. Alright, where's the poison? Battle wits has begun. It ends when you decide and we both drink, and find out who is right and who is dead.
But it's so simple. All I have to do is divine it from what I know of you. Are you the kind of man who would put the poison into his own cup or his enemy's? Well, a clever man would put the poison in his own cup, because he would know that only a fool would reach for what was given right in front of him. I am not a great fool, so I know I cannot choose the cup that's right in front of you. You must have known I was not a great fool. You must have counted on it, so clearly I know I cannot choose the cup right in front of me.
You've made your decision then?
Not remotely, because iocane comes from Australia, and everyone knows Australia is full of criminals. And criminals are used to people not trusting them, as you are not trusted by me.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Wait till I get going. Where was I?
Australia.
Yes, Australia. And you must have known I would know the powder's origin, so clearly I cannot choose a cup in front of me.
You're just stalling now.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? You've beaten my giant, so that means you're exceptionally strong. So you could have put the poison in your own cup, trusting in your strength to save you. So I clearly can't choose a cup in front of you, but you've busted my Hispanic. Which means you must have studied, and in studying must have learned that man is mortal. So you would have put the cup of poison far away from you as possible, so I clearly cannot choose a cup in front of me.
You're trying to trick me into giving away something. It won't work.
It has worked. You've given away everything. I know where the poison is.
Then make your choice.
I will. And I choose... What in the world can that be?
What? Where? I don't see anything.
Oh well. No matter. I could have sworn I saw something.
What's so funny?
I'll tell you in a minute. First, let's drink. You from your glass and me from mine.
You guessed wrong.
You only think I guessed wrong. That's what's so funny. I switched the cups when you weren't looking. You fell victim to one of those classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia. Only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Who are you?
I'm no one to be trifled with. That's all you ever need to know.
And to think, all this time it was your cup that was poisoned.
They were both poisoned. I spent the last few months building up an immunity to iocane powder.
Someone has beaten a giant. And these are the princess's footprints. There will be great suffering at Edawanda if something happens to her.
Catch your breath.
If you release me, whatever you ask for ransom, you'll get it. I promise you.
What's that word? The promise of a woman. Very funny, Your Highness.
I was giving you a chance. It does not matter where you take me.
There's no greater hunter than Prince Humperdinck.
He can track a falcon on a cloudy day. He can find you.
Do you think your dearest love will save you?
I never said he was my dearest love. And yes, he will save me. That I know.
You admit to me. You do not love your prince.
He knows I do not love him.
Or not capable of love is what you mean.
I've loved more deeply than a killer like you could ever dream.
That was a warning, Highness. The next time my hand flies on its own, from where I come from, there are penalties when a woman lies.
Iocane. Put my life on it. There are the princess's footsteps. She wasn't harmed, or at least she was an hour ago. If she is otherwise when I find her, I will be very put out.
I know who you are. Your cruelty reveals everything. You're the dread pirate gang leader, Roberts. Admit it.
With pride, what can I do for you?
You could die slowly, cut into 1,000 pieces.
Hardly complimentary, Your Highness. Why do you put your venom on me?
You killed my love.
It's possible. I kill a lot of people. So who was this first love of yours? Another prince like this one? Ugly, rich, and scabby?
No, the farm boy. Poor. Poor and perfect. With eyes like the sea. After a storm. Across the city, your gang attacked, and the dread pirate gang never leaves anyone alive.
I can't afford to make exceptions. Once word leaks out that a gang member has gone soft, people begin to disobey, and all it is work, work, work.
You mock my pain.
Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. I remember this farm boy of yours. When was this? 5 months ago? Does it bother you to hear?
Nothing you can say will upset me.
He died well, if that should please you. No bribe attempts or blubbering. He simply said, please. Please, I need to live. It was the please that caught my memory. I asked what was so important for him. True love, he replied. And then he spoke a girl of surpassing beauty and faithfulness. I can only assume he meant you. You should bless me for destroying him before he found out what you really are.
And what am I?
Faithfulness, he talked of, madam. Your enduring faithfulness. And tell me truly, when you found out he was gone, did you agree to be with your prince the same hour? Or did you wait a whole week out of respect for the dead?
You mocked me once, never do it again. I died that day. You can too, for all I care.
As you wish.
Oh, my sweet Wesley, what have I done?
They've disappeared. They must have seen us close it in, which might account for him panicking into error. Unless I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong, they've headed straight for the fire swamp.
Can you move at all?
Move, you're alive. If you want, I could fly.
I told you I'd always come for you. Why didn't you wait for me?
Well, you were dead.
Death cannot stop true love. All it could do is delay it for a while.
I will never doubt again.
There will never be a need.
Oh no, no, please!
What is it? What's the matter?
They're kissing again. Do we really have to hear the kissing part?
Someday, you might not mind so much.
Get onto the fire swamp. That sounded good.
Oh, you're sick. I'll humor you. Okay. Wesley and Buttercup raced towards the swamp.
Ah, your prince is too late. A few more steps will be safe in the fire swamp.
We'll never survive.
Nonsense. You're only saying that because no one ever has. This will all soon be but a happy memory. My pirate gang is parked on the other side. As you know, I am Roberts.
How is that possible? If he's been marauding for 2 years now and you only left me 5 months ago.
I killed him and took over his pirate gang.
Wesley, what about the TOUSs?
Turtles of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Surrender!
You mean you wish to surrender to me? Very well, I accept.
I give you full marks for bravery. Don't make yourself a fool.
Ah, but how will you capture us? We know the secrets of the fire swamp quite well, and we could live there happily for quite some time. So whenever you feel like dying...
Surrender!
It will not happen.
For the last time! Surrender!
Death first!
Will you promise not to hurt him?
What was that?
What was that?
If we surrender and I return with you, will you promise not to hurt this man?
May I live 1,000 years and never hunt again.
He's a gang member in Fontana. Will you promise to return him to his city?
I swear it will be done. Once we're out of sight, take him back to Altaloma and throw him in the pit of despair.
I swear it will be done.
I thought you were dead once and it almost destroyed me. I could not bear it if you died again.
Come, sir.
We must get you to your game.
We're men of action. Lies do not become us.
Well spoken, sir. What is it?
You have 6 fingers on your right hand. Someone was looking for you. Where am I?
The pit of despair. Don't even think.
Don't even think you're gonna try to escape. Don't even dream of being rescued either. The only way in is secret. Only the Prince, Tyrone, and I know the way in or out.
So I'm here till I die?
Well, until they kill you, yeah.
Then why bother carrying me?
Well, the Prince and Tyrone insist on everybody being healthy before they're broken.
So it's to be tortured. I can cope with torture. You don't believe me?
You survived the fire swamp. You must be very brave, but nobody can withstand the machine.
The dance took place that night. After the dance, as a couple, he presented her to the students.
Students of Altaloma High School, I present to you your homecoming princess, Princess Buttercup.
Hold it. Grandpa, you read that wrong. She doesn't date Humperdinck. She goes out with Wesley. I'm sure of it. It wouldn't be fair.
Who says life's fair? Where's that written? Life's not always fair.
I'm telling you, you're messing up the story. Now get it right.
Do you want me to continue with this?
Yes.
Alright then. No more interruptions. After the dance, as a couple, he presented her to the students.
Students of Altaloma High School, I present to you your homecoming princess, Princess Buttercup.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
Why do you do this?
Because you had love in your hands and you gave it up!
But they would have killed Wesley if I hadn't done it.
Your true love lives! True love saved her in a fire swamp and she treated it like garbage. That is what she is! So bow down to her if you want. Bow down to her. Bow down to the queen of filth. Bow down to the queen of slime. Bow down to the queen of putrescence. Rubbish. Filth. Slime. Muck. Boo. 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 Boo.
It was 2 days till homecoming, and Buttercup's nightmares were becoming steadily worse.
See, didn't I tell you she'd never date that rotten Humperdinck?
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up.
Beautiful, isn't it? It took me half a lifetime to invent it. I'm sure you discovered my deep and dividing interest in pain. Presently, I'm writing the definitive work on the subject. So I want you to be totally honest with me and tell me exactly how the machine makes you feel. This being our first try, I'll use the lowest setting.
Let's do it, guys! It's morphin' time!
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies.
Let's do it!
Tinky Winky, Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, Ho, Teletubbies, say hello.
As you know, the art of brainwashing is centuries old. Really, that's all this is. Except instead of brainwashing information, I'm brainwashing pain. I've just brainwashed one day of pain into you. I might one day go as high as 5, but I don't really know what that would do to you. So let's just start with what we have. What did this do to you? Tell me. And remember, this is for posterity. So be honest. Tell me, how do you feel? Interesting.
Hello?
Humperdinck?
Oh, Buttercup. Tonight you become my queen.
It comes to this. I love Wesley. I always have. I know now. I always will.
Are you sure?
You didn't return him to his gang, did you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter. My Wesley will come for me anyway.
You're a silly girl.
Yes, I am a silly girl for not having seen sooner that you're a coward with a heart full of fear.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Why not? Wesley and I are joined by the bonds of love. And you cannot track that, not with 1,000 bloodhounds. And you cannot break it, not with 1,000 swords. And when I call you a coward, it is only because you are the slimiest weakling ever to crawl the earth.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Hello?
It's you.
You don't look so good. Oh, you don't smell so good either.
No, I feel fine.
Fezzik and Inigo were reunited, and as Fezzik nursed his inebriated friend back to health, he told Inigo of Fassini's death and the existence of Tyrone Rugen, the six-fingered man. Considering Inigo's lifelong search, he handled the news surprisingly well. Fezzik took great care in reviving Inigo.
That's enough, it's enough. So where's Rugen now, so I could kill him?
He's with the prince at the community center, where the dance is being held, and they're only letting Altaloma students in.
You don't suppose we can sneak in?
How are you gonna hide me?
I need Fassini to plan. I have no gift of strategy.
But Fassini's gone.
No, not Fassini. I need a man in black.
What?
Look, he bested you with strength, bested me with steel, and out-thought Fassini. A man who can do that can plan my school onslaught any day. Let's go.
Where?
To find the man in black, obviously.
But you don't know where he is.
Don't bother me with trifles. After years, my father's soul will be at peace. There'll be blood tonight.
You truly love each other, so you might have been truly happy. Not one couple in a century has that chance, no matter what the storybooks say. And so I think no man in a century will suffer as greatly as you will.
No, not to 50!
Where is the man in black? Fezzik, jog his memory.
I'm sorry, Indigo. I didn't mean to jog him so hard.
This way. This is no fair.
Grandpa, wait. What did Fezzik mean he's dead? He didn't really mean dead. Wesley's only faking, right?
You want me to read this or not?
Who gets Humperdinck?
I don't understand.
Who kills Prince Humperdinck? I mean, at the end, someone's gotta do it. Is it Inigo? Who?
Nobody kills him. He lives.
You mean he wins? Jeez, Grandpa, what'd you read me this thing for?
You know, you've been very sick, and you're taking this story very seriously. I think we better stop for now.
No, I'm okay. Sit down.
Okay. Alright now, let's see. Where were we? Yes, the pit of despair.
The Montonians never take defeat easily. Come, Fezzik, take the body.
The body?
Are you any money?
I have a little.
I just hope it's enough to buy a miracle. That's all.
Go away. What?
Are you Miracle Max?
The prince got me fired, and thanks for bringing up such a painful subject. And while you're at it, why don't you give me a nice paper cut and put some lemon juice in it? We're closed. Beat it, or I'll call the Brute Squad.
I'm on the Brute Squad.
You are the Brute Squad.
We need a miracle. It's very important.
Look, I'm retired, and besides, why would you want somebody the prince fired? I might kill whoever you want me to miracle.
He already dead.
He is, huh? Well, bring him in. We'll have a look. Well, I've seen worse.
Sir.
Huh?
We're in a terrible rush.
Don't rush me, Sonny. You rush Miracle Man, you get rotten miracles. You got any money?
65.
Sheesh, I've never worked for so little. Except for once, and that was a very noble cause.
This is noble, sir. His wife is crippled. His children on the brink of starvation.
Are you a rotten liar?
I need him to avenge my father, murdered all these years.
Well, your first story was better. Where's my balloon? I bet he owes you money, huh? Well, let's ask him.
He's dead. He can't talk.
Oh, look who knows so much. It just so happens that your friend's only mostly dead. Big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Please open his mouth. Now, mostly dead. He is slightly alive. And now all dead, there's only one thing you can do.
What's that?
And that's go through his clothes and look for spare change. Hey. Hello. Hey, what you got here that's worth living for?
True love. True love, you heard him? You could not ask for a more noble cause than that.
Sonny, true love is the greatest thing of all. Except for an MLT, a mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. Especially when the mutton's nice and lean. And the tomatoes ripe. They're so perky. I love that. Except for that's not what he said. He distinctly said to blade. And to blade, as we all know, means to bluff. So you guys must have been playing cards, and he cheated.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Get back, witch!
I'm not a witch! I'm your wife! But after what you just said, I'm not sure if I even want to be that anymore.
You never had it so good.
True love! Who said true love,
Don't
Max?
say another word, Valerie.
He's afraid. Ever since Prince Humperdinck fired him, his confidence has been shattered.
Why'd you say that name? You promised you'd never say that name.
What? Humperdinck?
Ah!
Humperdinck!
Ah!
Humperdinck!
Ah!
Humperdinck!
Ah!
Humperdinck! Humperdinck! Humperdinck!
I'm not listening.
True love, life's expiring and you don't have the decency to say why you won't help.
Nobody's hearing anything.
Humperdinck! 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 Humperdinck!
If you hear them, you'll help us stop Humperdinck.
Shut up! Wait, if I make him better, Humperdinck suffers?
Humiliation galore.
Haha, now that's a noble cause. Give me the 65. I'm on the job.
That the miracle pill?
Chocolate coating makes it go down easier, but you have to wait 15 minutes for potency. And you shouldn't go in swimming for at least
An hour.
an hour.
A good hour. Here.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the school.
You think it'll work?
It'll take a miracle.
Bye.
Bye, boys.
Inigo, they're only letting Altaloma students in.
What's the difference? We got him. We're at the force feeding.
Has it been 15 minutes yet?
The dancer's in half an hour, so we must strike in the hustle and bustle beforehand. Open his mouth.
How long do we have to wait to know that the miracle works?
I guess we go to mine.
I'll beat you both. I'll take you both together.
I guess not very long.
Why won't my arms move?
You've been mostly dead all day.
We have Miracle Max make a pill to bring it back to life.
Who are you? Are we enemies? Why am I up here? Where's Buttercup?
Let me explain. No, there's too much. Let me sum up. The dance is a little less than half an hour. So all we gotta do is get in, break up the dance, steal Princess, make our escape after I kill Six Finger Man.
That doesn't leave much for dilly-dally.
Oh, you wiggled your finger. That's wonderful.
I've always been a quick healer. What are our liabilities?
There was one entrance.
What are our assets?
Your brains, Fezz's strength, and my steel.
That's it? Impossible. Maybe if I had a month to plan, I could come up with something. But this?
You just shook your head. Doesn't that make you happy?
My brains, his steel, and your strength against all Altaloma, and you expect a little head jiggle to make me happy? I mean, if only I had a pickup truck, that'd be something.
Where we put that pickup truck the albino had?
Over by the albino, I think?
Why didn't you list that among our assets in the first place? What I wouldn't give for its harp.
Yeah, we cannot help you.
What'd this do?
Where did you get that?
At Miracle Max's.
Alright, help me up. Now I'll need a knife eventually.
Why? You can't really lift one.
Now that's hardly common knowledge, isn't it? Thank you. Now there may be some more problems once we're inside.
How do I find Six Finger Man? And once I do, how do I find you again? And once I find you again, how do we escape?
Don't pester him. He's had a bad day.
Right. Sorry.
Marriage. Dances are like marriage, and that is what brings us here together today. The homecoming court, the blessed arrangement, a dream within a dream, will represent as a couple our school for the year. And love, true love, will follow you forever and ever. So treasure your dates.
Here comes my Wesley now.
Your Wesley is dead. I killed him myself.
Why is there fear behind your eyes?
Skip
to the end.
Do you have the crown?
Give us the key.
I have no key.
Frederick, rip his arms off.
Oh, you mean this key?
Do you, Princess Buttercup?
Prince and princess. Say prince and princess.
Prince and princess.
Take her to the reception room. I'll be there shortly.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Sorry, Father. I tried.
You must be that little Hispanic brat I taught a lesson to all those years ago. Simply incredible. You've been tracking me all your life, only to fail now? I think that is the worst thing I've ever heard. Marvelous.
Oh, Wesley, darling. Wesley, why won't you hold me?
Gently.
At a time like this, is that all you can think to say? Gently.
Gently.
Good heavens, are you still trying to win? You got an overdeveloped sense of vengeance. It's gonna get you into trouble someday.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Offer me money.
Yes.
Power too. Offer me that.
All that I have and more, please.
Offer me anything I ask for.
Anything you want.
I want my father back.
Oh, Wesley, will you ever forgive me?
What hideous sin have you committed lately?
I'm Humperdinck's princess. It all happened so fast, I didn't want to do it.
Never happened.
What?
Never happened.
But it did, I was there. An old man said prince and princess.
Did you say I do?
No, we kind of skipped that part.
Then you're not his princess. You didn't say it, you didn't do it. Wouldn't you agree, Your Highness?
A technicality that will soon be remedied. But first things first, to the death.
No, to the pain.
I don't think I'm familiar with that phrase.
I'll explain, and I'll use small words so you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
That's the first time in my life a man dare insult me.
It won't be the last. To the pain means the first thing you'll lose is the feet below the ankles, then the hands at the wrists, then your nose.
And then my ears, I understand. Let's get on with it.
Wrong. Your ears you will keep, and I'll tell you why. So that every shriek of every child that sing your hideousness will be yours to cherish. Every babe that weeps at your approach, every woman that cries out, "My gosh, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect ears. And that is what to the pain means. It means I will leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery forever.
I think you're bluffing.
It's possible, pig. I might be bluffing. It's conceivable, you miserable vomitous mass. I'm only lying here because I lack the strength to stand. Then again, perhaps I have the strength after all. Drop your knife. Now have a seat.
Where's Fezzik?
I thought he was with you. In any case...
Help him.
Why does Wesley need helping?
Because he had no strength. Should I dispatch him for you?
Whatever happens to us, I want him to live a long life, alone with his cowardness.
Indigo! Come on down. Let's get out of here.
They rode to freedom. And as the sun set, Wesley and Buttercup knew they were safe. A wave of love swept over them. And as they reached for each other...
What? What?
Nah, it's kissing again. You don't want to hear that.
Well, I don't mind so much.
Okay. Since the invention of the kiss, there had been 5 kisses that were rated most passionate, most pure. This one left them all behind. The end. Now, I think you ought to go to sleep. Okay. Shalom.
Grandpa? Maybe you can come over and read it to me tomorrow?
As you wish.
Come, my love, I'll tell you a tale of a boy and girl and their love story, and how he loved her oh so much, and all the charms she did possess. Now this did happen once upon a time, when things were not so complex, and how he worshipped the ground she walked, and when he looked in her eyes he became obsessed. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel. This love was stronger than the power so dark a prince could have within his keeping. His spells to weave and steal a heart within her breast, but only sleeping. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel. He said, don't you know I love you oh so much, and lay my heart at the foot of your dress. She said, don't you know that storybook loves always have a happy ending? Then he swooped her up just like in the books, and on his stallion they rode away. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel.